Ben with the Church of Black Coffee, here with Myron Curry, the most recent recipient of the Brandon Giassi Stovall Grant for Civic Education. We're going to go inside and check out the mural that he's been working on and have a little chat. Myron is, amongst many other things that he has going on right now, painting a mural here at an affordable housing complex for people being reintroduced to society from the federal prison system. And the mural he's painting is going to be celebrating the achievements that happen because of places like this. So, Myron Curry, thank you so much for joining us today.
Nice to meet you
It's nice
in
to meet
person.
you as well. Yeah.
We're here at Aspen Terrace, which is actually a transitional affordable housing for veterans or people with maybe they have mental illness or different disabilities and people in reentry.
Thank you.
It's an amazing place. It's brand new. The building is beautiful. The residents are great. But most of all, it's a place and a program that has a plethora of resources within the actual facility.
Yeah.
That's something that I have come to learn that is just one of a kind. So they offer different resources like social services, job readiness, and counseling and all that stuff, which are a lot of resources. But it's cool that they offer it here.
Yeah.
Like they have areas and computers and all this stuff, and I was like, wow, like just in the building, like what I mean, like so you can get up and get to rebuilding on your life with the full support of Pioneer. So that is really, really cool.
That is really cool, and it's interesting that, like you said, it's kind of one of a kind, and I certainly haven't heard of it either. But I mean, these are critical aspects to helping people, either get back on their feet or overcome a mental illness or an addiction or something. And yet, so often you have your housing, and then you got to go across town for this meeting, and you got to go to the work ready spot to get your resume done, and you got to go to this other spot or whatever. Yeah. So now it's downstairs.
Yeah.
You get in the elevator, you come downstairs,
Exactly.
and you're set. That's super cool. That's awesome. Tell us a little bit about the mural you're going to paint.
So I'm doing a mural here to kind of bring more life and kind of complement the environment. So that's something that I really enjoy doing.
That's awesome.
Is having an impact on my community through visual art and complementing the spaces with positive visuals and things that just kind of make people enjoy coming to the space. And that bring unity, right? So what I'm painting here is a spontaneous realism mural, and it's going to contribute to transition and support and nurture.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a young lady, and she's going to be holding a butterfly, and around the surrounding areas are going to be caterpillars and cocoons and butterflies,
That's awesome.
which kind of embodies transition.
Yeah.
And her holding the butterfly is kind of meaning like nurture, like the support, right?
Cool. So, what age did you start getting into art? How did you find this as a passion?
Like all kids, did art, like coloring contests or whatever. But I forgot about that a long time ago as I, started learning about life.
Sure.
And, I was raised in Seattle, Washington, poor, we didn't have a lot of money at all. So I learned about money at an early age. So I think that kind of, in a way, took away that part of me that was really, child and do art and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's hard to lose yourself in a drawing when you got real life issues.
What I have to say is the reason why I didn't even know that we was poor is because the love I received from, my family and community, and I kind of was like one of the generations I feel like that is not really there anymore, but where the community took care of each other, the families took care of each other.
You're saying hi to people on the street and everything.
Right.
Yeah.
So again, I thought everybody went to the food bank. I didn't think it was just for people that didn't have food or that was low on food or whatever. So, later on in life, I was introduced to somebody and they were like, hey, you can use my paint or whatever. I heard that you draw. I kept saying I was going to do it and I didn't. So I think this was about like 2017.
Oh, okay.
And so finally he pressed me and said, man, just try it, whatever. And so I went ahead and he said, pick a picture out your photo album or something. So I did it and painted this picture. and it was really good. I mean, even to myself, I was like, yeah, that was pretty good.
I was gonna say, I've seen your work, and
Yeah.
the fact that you started in 2017. I mean, that's
Yeah.
impressive. Like that's.
And I think he was impressed and
Yeah.
was like, you never painted before? So that just kind of, he gave me all this material to
Yeah.
use. And so I just started painting from there. And the more people liked it, the more I would paint.
Yeah.
And it was weird because when I started out drawing,
Yeah.
I was good, but I didn't know I was good.
Sure.
And I didn't show anybody. So the few people that seen my work and was like, hey, you did good. Can you do some stuff for me or whatever?
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
I would, so I would do, but it was kind of hidden,
Sure.
So yeah, fast forward to now, I've been painting for a few years
Yeah.
and then did my first mural in I think like 2018, 19. And man, I loved it. It was so cool just to try to associate and come bring something to life on that magnitude and that scale.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was really cool. And
That's
the
awesome.
people I that worked with was really cool. The Hill House mural
Yeah.
here in Seattle in Capitol Hill, they were just so welcoming and so nice that honestly at first I was a little skeptical. Like I think I'm always that way when people are nice. Like and I try to be like that.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, but I tell people my story, but I want them to feel like that too. Like, why is he so nice? It's because I want
Yeah.
you to be able to experience that.
Yeah,
You know what I
sure.
mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
everybody's not trying to get something from you. It is important to be aware.
Yeah.
But there's people out there that are really just trying to support and help. So.
That's awesome. Yeah, and I think that often in life we're held to this narrative that you got to be cautious and you got to be wary and people are out to get you and you got to make sure to take care of yourself first, et cetera, et cetera. And these are not things that we should ignore, but it does kind of lead us away from the fact that there are decent people in the world. There's probably, the majority of people are okay, at least. They might not be awesome or they might not be like saints or anything, but like most people are okay.
Yeah.
You still should be on your guard and be careful to an extent. But yeah, I like the idea of trying to reinforce the message that it's okay to allow people to be kind.
Right.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Being cautious is good.
Yeah.
But coming from the environment, like I was previously incarcerated,
Yeah.
and so I wasn't conditioned to anybody being like just outwardly nice. That's
Sure.
not somebody that you're basically around 24 hours a day. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
your friend or
Yeah, sure.
whatever. So and then being a part of Seattle Central community, that was another one. Like
Yeah.
I literally went in there and I was the same way, like so skeptical because when I walked into student support
Yeah.
and they were so nice and I was like, this person's nice. It was weird, And then the next person in there I met was not, and it was like, wow. And I had been up there every single day. I mean, to where I started working there.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about your work with Seattle Central right now. What are you doing over there?
I work with Seattle Central in student support programs,
Yeah.
which is an amazing program. It's basically, resources and support for students and really, kind of hones in on the mission of Seattle Central,
Yeah.
which is, equality and inclusion, like at-risk, students, or maybe it's cultural situation or, somebody's sexual orientation.
Sure.
Or these different kinds of things that might create some disparity in Seattle Central, and especially in student support. We try to make sure that is a bridge that is definitely created.
Yeah.
And that everybody gets the resources that they may need. But most of all, it's the people. The actual people that work there are real people that are real genuine, and they love their job and they're passionate about helping people, and that's what makes the difference. That's what made the difference for me when I walked through that door.
Yeah.
And it had such a profound effect on me that I would just be there every day and would be like trying to help other people that came through the door because I was like, oh, I know how to do that. I'll take you, and so
That's awesome.
Because of that, I just naturally became a part of that, situation. And, I could never ask for a better, people, coworkers and boss and everything to work for. Like, they're like my family. I wouldn't be who I am today without them.
That's huge.
And I really appreciate them all.
That's awesome. And what a, just what a statement to the impact that just even a relatively small community can make. I mean, you found a group of people that are really reaching out to a larger community, but just, to
Yeah.
have just a handful of people around you that are all about support and encouragement and just giving people what they need and the amazing things you can do with that. That's so
Definitely.
cool. That's awesome. Shout out Seattle Central. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
The resources are so much too. Like, it's so funny to me when, like, I lay down all the veteran child support, food pantry, just there's so many that it's like, I say the list,
Yeah.
but it's really about, let's get to know each other and create a situation and a connection
Yeah.
where you feel comfortable
Yeah.
enough to tell me what you need.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And-
because
and-
just like going back to what we were talking about, people are often suspicious and people don't
Right.
want to like put it all on the table. Like these are the
Right.
things I need to be successful. We're taught to try and keep those things to ourselves, and we're taught to be skeptical as well as self-reliant to a degree. And in the meantime, you need things, and so it's just an amazing ability to. And I like where you're coming from. You build a relationship with somebody so they feel comfortable asking what they need,
Yeah.
and then you have the resources available.
And for me, I've learned that that's a skill set. I don't even want to say a skill set, just a natural character trait that I have.
Yeah.
Because I'm so open with telling my story.
Yeah.
So, like, a lot of times I can tell you my story and then meet people at their level because I've been there.
Yeah,
You know, I've been homeless. I've been, needing so much help and resources in so many ways. And I've been through a lot of the resources that I try to share.
Right.
So it's easy for me to be able to share with someone and then them to be able to relate and say, oh, okay, you've been there.
Yeah.
So now they feel safe with sharing the information where I can help them.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's that empathy. You build that kind of that compassionate aspect to your relationship. That's super cool. So tell me a little bit about your relationship with Pioneer. How did you become involved with their operations?
So Pioneer has a post-incarceration situation, and it's Pioneer Fellowship House, and so that's where it started. They have Pioneer Human Services. They have actual Roadmap to Success, which is like kind of a job readiness and life skills. And again, that program is amazing. I always promote it, especially to reentry people. That's how I began, kind of my relationship with Pioneer.
Yeah.
And as time went on, I've just really we've grown together, and so with them seeing me from my start and being able to, like I said, go to school and work at Seattle Central and then have an impact on, reentry and social justice and, social services. And it's really like just natural, you know. And again, even like they have employment as well. Because they are a nonprofit, but they actually have a building where they manufacture airplane parts. So they have and they ship and receive those parts as well. So they have the ability to not only give you those skills, but actually help you with employment, literally. So that is really cool.
That is cool. That's really intelligent to have like a manufacturing wing, so you're producing income and giving the people you're looking to help like a possible position. Like that's huge. I mean, imagine that a company that exists for a reason other than to just maximize profits. Like they're actually producing a good that serves the world and helping the people along the way.
Yeah,
phenomenal concept.
and also they have different residence buildings. Where they, have, transitional housing, affordable housing. And, basically I feel like they're really a foundational piece to the community that needs help. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we all need help sometimes.
Oh yeah, we all do,
And,
for sure.
and it's touching when you see somebody receive that help and they are successful in life and, they come back and that's how I feel for me, I'm sharing what I have to offer, which is my art, obviously, and they asked me to do this mural, and of course I obliged with no hesitation because it's a part of my community and my people. So I enjoy having the opportunity. I'm honored to be able to, complement their space with some cool art. And when they come to their residence or their space, they're like happy and can feel, you know, prideful and to keeping this new building beautiful as it is.
Ah, it's amazing. I mean, you know, they helped you, and you're back here helping them. That's the dream, I think, on their end. You know, they want to see exactly this kind of situation. That's so cool.
That I'm really into helping people and sharing. So.
I love it, Myron. I'm so happy that we get to work together. So tell us a little bit more about like any upcoming projects you have, like art-wise, activist-wise, anything like that.
So I also have a project coming up, hopefully by the summertime, on the 23rd in Union.
Cool.
It's called the Midtown Square Building. I think that is one of my most, what I want to say, sentimental and most biggest projects I'm gonna ever participate in, at least for right now. And I'm just so excited. I'm excited. It is, the theme to that is reverence and discovery.
Cool.
And it's paying homage to the Central District and their, you know, community members. And I really like it because I really want to be a part of paying that homage to the foundational people of the Seattle Central community, which I'm a Seattle Central community member.
Yeah.
And I have been for generations. And also kind of creating a space using art to kind of reunite and re-get to know the community, which is really different now. I really feel like the community was there, and people make a community. Just because you have a space doesn't mean it's a community. And so I want to be a part of kind of making a place of healing, a place of unity, and a place where people can feel pride in, you know, so where community can come, get to know each other. Totally. And again, that's financial education.
Yep.
Maybe that was your community and you used to live there. You can live there again. Yeah. With financial education, you can build back, buy a house there where you used to live, and start getting to know your neighbors or teach other people how to get their money right, get into real estate. You know what I mean? This is, you know, right now I'm trying to save my grandpa's home. Yeah. You know what I mean? He's as a reverse mortgage. It's information, education, and us to be able to work with each other, and we can get back and we can really create a community anywhere.
I love it. I mean, you know, we're in strange times and it's hard to say what the future looks like, but why not approach it with positivity and you know, a strong work ethic and see what kind of magic you can make. Yeah. It's awesome.
It's definitely possible.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it. Myron, tell them where they can find out more about you and find more of your art.
If you're an artist out there, I really recommend you get out there and connect with different resources like the Northwest Film Forum, the Church of Black Coffee, Onyx Gallery. There's just so many places, and you can connect with me through my website or through social media. Please don't hesitate. Like, I will share all the stuff that I got. If you want it, I'm willing to help. I really enjoy that. And, you know, and that goes as far as financial education, academic education through Seattle Central, anything. I got you.
Myron, thank you so much for your time today, man.
Thank
It was
you.
a real pleasure. So I'm Ben with the Church of Black Coffee. If you are an artist, a writer, a creator of any kind working on social justice-based issues and you have work that you want to get out in the world, please apply for the Brandon Giassi Stovall Grant for Civic Education. It's the whole reason the grant exists. Please check out Myron's website. Come see us more often. Thanks so much. Take care.
Thank you.